Hello and welcome to our 2020 range of videos here at RimmerBros. Now if you like and subscribe to our videos, there's going to be a £10 gift voucher for the best comment on each of our videos throughout 2020. Today I'm going to fit a front prop shaft with Land Rover Defender. The front prop shaft is relatively easy to change. There's 4 nuts and bolts on the front flange and 4 on the rear. Now the rear ones, where it joins the transfer box, the bolts are actually held in at the back by a circular plate, so you only need to take the nuts off, but they are quite tight, so the angle of the prop shaft makes it very difficult to get a spanner on. So if some people have done it previously, then generally these nuts are quite mauled up. So once you have got these off, I would always try and replace them with new ones. And these are a 9/16 spanner size. I don't know why Land Rover have stayed imperial on this, but they have. So you just take all 4 of the front ones off, the transfer box end I mean. And once that's off, we'll move to the other end. So I've taken the 4 nuts off the rear part where it joins the transfer box, and now take these nuts and bolts out here. Take all 4 out. You might just need a hammer just to slightly tap the flange if it doesn't come off very easily, and then you can just slide the prop shaft forward on the slider, and then you can remove it over the top of the axle. I'll just remove the last bolt, and you just lift the prop shaft up, slide it off the front flange, lower it, then we're ready to refit the new one. You'll notice that the bolt holes are different gaps, so that way and then that way is different, so they only go on 2 ways if you like, so every 90 degrees it will be right, wrong, right, wrong, right, wrong. So if you just lift it up into place, if the bolt holes don't line up to start with, turn it by 90 degrees, then you can fit it, and the same at the front end as well. I've put new nuts on the rear flange and I've put new nuts and bolts on the front, so then it's just a case of tightening them all up. Now then, I couldn't find a torque set in the alternator for this, so I'd imagine there were 3/8 bolts, so sort of 45 Newton meters this will be absolutely fine. When I first started, the old boys used to tell me to torque anything up, snap the first one off, do the rest less.